going to learn about the inside of the AP square. To start, I'm going to start with a little anecdote about my niece Haley. When Haley was young, probably about 2003, I used to babysit her a lot. She was a very cute little girl, big brown eyes, very sweet. And one day, when I was watching her, she came to me and said, "Auntie, I'd like some ice cream." Now, it was a very, very hot summer day. And I said no, and she said, "But Auntie, could I please have some ice cream?" And I thought about it, and I knew that dinner was coming up, and so I told her, no, after all, she's a little girl, and her auntie knows best. And she said, "Please, can I have some ice cream?" And I told her no, and she said, "Please, Auntie, can I have some ice cream?" And I told her no, and she said, "Please, Auntie, can I have some ice cream?" Now, she's 3. I know better. But then she cried. It's really hard when a little girl cries. But I said no. And then she looked at me and said, "But I love you, Auntie." And I had to give in. And so I gave her the ice cream. She won. And I did not tell my brother that I gave his daughter ice cream before she had her dinner. But that's okay. So what we're going to do with this story is we are going to make an AP square. We're going to start off by writing the title, and we're going to call it The Ice Cream Request. And the author is Haley, my niece. So we always start with the title and the author at the top of our AP square. Then we go on to the persona. The persona is a girl. She's young. She's a toddler. We can name her. We know her name is Haley. We're going to move on to the audience. And the audience is me, and to her, I was Auntie Kim. And then we're going to go ahead and move on to the time period. Now, it was 2003, about. It was summer. It was hot. Ice cream was a popular treat. It still is, and I like ice cream. And then we're going to go to the argument. The argument is give Haley ice cream. So that's a real quick reminder of the outside of AP square. So we're going to go ahead and go to the inside of AP square. For the inside, we're going to go ahead and divide the inside into 3 columns like you see in the picture. And then we're going to go ahead and draw some lines across. Now, this is just a sample. On your real AP square, you're going to want more of those cross lines. The top, we're going to write strategy, appeal, and then in the middle goes the quote. I know that's a little off, but it goes strategy, appeal, quote. Then we're going to go ahead and fill in things that we know that belong in the square. So if we know the strategies that have been done, we're going to write the strategies. Oh, this is a new thing for me, and it's going a little bit different than I thought. Let's hope this zooms out in a second. So you can see that we're filling in the strategies and the term and the quotes. So repetition, personal pronouns, questions, and then the corresponding quotes. We're going to then want to move to the appeal. So if you notice, there's a line drawing across. We want to connect the argument through the strategy, the quote, appeal to the audience. So what did Haley do to get Auntie Kim to give her the ice cream? So she repeated. She said, "Please, please, please." How does that appeal to Auntie Kim? Well, that Haley uses her reputation. She's saying please. She's not being logical. She's just trying to be polite. She's thinking that her politeness is going to earn her something. And then if you move down, the "I love you" was to make me feel guilty, and the question she asked was for me to